Hey y'all, so we are going to make some stir fry. As you can see, I have some cooked rice here, and I also have a pan with avocado oil in it. I'm going to start out by adding some diced onions to the pan, and I'm going to allow the onions to pretty much become translucent. I'm going to cook them down for about 3 minutes. Then I'm going to add in a can of sweet peas. Now, you can use frozen sweet peas if you want. And y'all, please don't come from my stir fry, because it is not going to be the stir fry that I made in another video earlier on. But it's all I had to work with. So it's going to be missing carrots and the vegan egg, but just a basic stir fry. As you can see, I added in some roasted garlic. I'm putting a little bit of seasoned salt in here as well, along with some ginger powder. Now, I normally add in ginger, or ginger paste, but like I said, I had to work with what I had. Liquid aminos is one of my favorites. I also like coconut aminos, and as you know, it is a soy sauce substitute. So I'm just gonna get all those flavors well combined. Now, as you can see, I added rice to the pot that my veggies were in. I know I made an excessive amount of rice. You'll see later on why I did that. So I just pretty much wanted to do 2 separate types of rice, white rice, and then I wanted them to have more like a stir fry option. So as you can see, this is complete. I'm going to let this sit while we get our Beyond Steak. These are plant-based seared tips, okay? It's low in saturated fat, 21 grams of protein per serving. And so I got these from Walmart, I believe. And my husband actually wanted to try it out. I also prepared some Pillsbury biscuits. The original kind is vegan. Now, you know I got to come with my favorite butter. That's Country Crock plant-based butter. And y'all, if you don't butter those biscuits when they come out of the oven, where they are homemade or out of the can, what are you doing? Okay, so you know we have to butter those biscuits down, honey, until they look nice and glazed. Then to another pot, I'm adding in more like sliced but chopped in half onions to a pan. Now, we've already done our rice, so this is going to be for the Beyond Strip steak-like pieces. Y'all see the one onion that didn't want to come apart, just wanted to mess with me, but I said, oh well, it'll come apart as time goes on. I added in some red peppers to this as well. Y'all, I only had half of a red pepper, so I didn't add as much as I probably would have, but we're going to also add in those strips. We need the whole bag in there. I believe I had 2 bags because I do have a large family, so I put those strips in there. Now you want to make sure you get everything nice and fully incorporated. So everything needs to mix in together. You want to get that those strips sauteed along with the onions and peppers before you start seasoning those strips. So, you know, we added in pretty much the same seasonings as we added in the rice. I added in some seasoning salt, some liquid aminos, a little bit of water. And that was pretty much to add in some moisture, because we don't want dry steak-like strips. So we're going to add in some more garlic, or some garlic. Y'all, I normally use minced garlic and chopped in more onions, but what I had on hand was some roasted garlic. So we added in that along with some rice vinegar. Now, rice vinegar if you are not careful, will have it with a tang just like vinegar. So I would say a tablespoon for this amount would be ideal. And then, I added in some ginger powder because, once again, I did not have ginger paste. I could have made some ginger paste, y'all, but this was one of those quick meals, something simple, something easy. Also added in some garlic and some onion powder and just gave it a stir. As you can see, it wanted to start sticking to the bottom of the pan. I don't know about you, but when I am working with meat, vegan meat, I like for there to be some sort of brownness on the meat. This is the mindset that I had while cooking with actual meat, because all you're going to do is add in more broth and allow that flavor from the pan to, just fully coat everything in the pan. As you can see here, I'm adding in some Worcestershire sauce, and I also added in A1 steak sauce, and that is to give it a steak-like taste, just to add to it. Of course, you want to stir everything up and make sure it is fully incorporated. We're going to let this cook down, just add in a little bit of water, stir all that together to make sure the seasonings are not just sticking to like one side of the pot. So after stirring that, we're going to add in some garlic. I'm actually taking 1 clove of garlic and leaving it just as it is. I kind of poked holes in it, and I'm sitting it right in there with a little bit of onion powder. I also, as you can see, added in some cooked broccoli. So y'all have to excuse me because I was working with one hand as far as stirring everything, and then one hand as far as filming everything. So yeah, I upped this recipe, y'all, a few notches by not only adding broccoli, but also adding in some quarter-sized mushrooms and some plant-based butter. And so after everything is melted down and the flavors are together and marinated, we can start plating everything. You see, we have our white rice, our biscuits with a little bit of cane sugar on top, just to give it that sugar biscuit vibe. And this is our simple stir fry rice. And you can see that garlic clove still hanging on. But of course, we're not going to eat it, y'all. It's all for flavor. This is what the plate looks like. Not the best presentation, but oh my gosh. Were the flavors there? Absolutely. This was amazing, y'all. If you enjoyed watching this, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon.